I now call to order the 146th Commencement Ceremony of Smith College. Will all those in attendance please be seated? Good morning. As we begin, I invite us first to take a moment of quiet, acknowledging and cherishing all those whose lives have been upended, loved ones taken from them, and for those we have loved and lost in this community and beyond, including beloved staff and 2 students whose legacies we can and will make good on in this world, and anyone else on our hearts near or far. I invite us to call on our ancestors, or whatever or whoever tethers us to this earth and reminds us of our connection to the infinite and everlasting. I also invite us now to bring to mind, smile at, wave to anyone who may be with us in spirit but not in body, on live stream or otherwise. Let us welcome them in as participants, just as if they were here. Anybody want to wave to anybody? Hi, everybody. So we welcome you, parents, grandparents, siblings, family and chosen family, ADA scholars, graduate students, domestic and international and first-generation families. Welcome to anyone who has ever felt unwelcome anywhere. Welcome to people of all abilities. Welcome to those in hope. Welcome to those in doubt. Welcome to those who wish they had gone to bed just a tiny bit earlier last night. You, parents of pandemic-era graduates, you can look back and remember that your students eventually got to attend the school that they worked so hard to get into, and when they reported they had made friends who they could actually recognize without masks on. I now offer Smith College's land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that this campus is built within the ancestral homelands of the Nonotuck peoples. We also recognize our neighboring present-day indigenous nations, the Nipmuc and Wampanoag to the east, the Mohican and the Pequot to the south, the Mohican to the west, and the Abenaki to the north, and we acknowledge and celebrate Native people among us. I welcomed you, but I'm not sure you heard me. Welcome, seniors. You have been awaiting this moment of celebration perhaps more than any other class in history, having missed your high school graduation, having spent your very first days of Smith remotely. Look back to your orientation, maybe playing orientation games with Hannah Durant on Chapin Lawn, or having tea with your new housemates, or touring the campus, but without the lawn, or the tea, or the campus. And yet, the violence and the humanitarian crisis around the world, which are yet close to home, our home for some, can make this fear that this moment, yet again, might not be what we hoped, but contain disappointment where there should be celebration, sorrow where there should be joy. But as you listen to those addressing you today, educators, CEOs, a local poet laureate, an Oscar-winning artist, a groundbreaking journalist, humanitarians, and philanthropists, I suggest we invoke writer Adrienne Maree Brown's words as a mantra, that we are amidst the great unveiling. And the heaviness we might feel is the increasing weight of truth becoming undeniable. And listen to what they further uncover for us. Seniors, it is you for whom the veil is the readiest to be unraveled, not because you haven't been angry. Anger is the sanest way to be, but because you have seen the urgent importance of confronting what Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King called the triumvirate evils of poverty, racism, and militarism, and now inextricably connected climate degradation, and you have recognized the importance of authentic human connection, wherein we bond not because of our accomplishments or because of our membership in an elite club, but because none of us can any longer afford to settle on either side of a vast ocean of ideology or behind a wall that delineates levels of humanity. At the core of it, regardless of the imperfections of this institution like any other, herein is the purpose of a liberal arts education, especially represented by the weird, radical, ever unique Smith College. To help us see that a civilization with hierarchies of humanity is no civilization at all. So in this, we not only celebrate, but rejoice, because beneath the veil we meet at the intersections of our differences. We are in a land free from false dichotomies and shallow explanations. Seniors, you don't need to take in every moment of today. You may be too hot or maybe too cold. You may be realizing you chose the wrong shoes. You may even have, as a student pointed out the other day, the irrepressible urge to do laps. But let's just be here as part of this great unveiling of truth, where what is exposed can then be transformed. In fact, instead of being divided by territories as so much of the world would have it be, what if, as poet and essayist Ross Gay, who visited Smith in the fall, contemplates, we came together in the wilderness, where we can all get lost, but where we also all belong. And what if, as he says, sorrow is our wilderness? And what if, he says, we joined our wildernesses together? So what if we joined our sorrows? I'm saying, what if that is joy? So let us imagine all the unexpected ways joy may live, breathe, and move among us. Let us begin.
Good morning, friends. It's my distinct pleasure to welcome all of you to this very special occasion, honoring our 2024 graduates. I especially want to acknowledge the parents, friends, and family gathered with us this morning. Graduates, I'm sure you would agree that reaching this milestone moment would not have been possible without their love and support. They stood by you, lifted you up, and encouraged you at every step of your journey here at Smith. I invite you now to rise, turn toward the back or sides, and applaud your friends and family here or online. Smith Class of 2024, today we celebrate your remarkable accomplishments. And while this is the close of one chapter, it is also the start of another. With beginnings come hope and curiosity, uncertainty and anxiety, relief and resolve. I want you to do something for me. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. You're here. You made it. And all of us here with you this morning offer our heartiest congratulations. Let the joy and warmth of this day fortify you and carry you forward into whatever is next, where you'll spread your own joy and gratitude and love so that others may feel it too. And now I'm pleased to welcome our Student Government Association President, Vanessa Nicole Burgess-Ramos.
Hello, everyone. Class of 2024, how are you? It has been my honor to be your old student body president. It has been an honor to stand amongst you all as your peer, as your friend, as your family. I'm so happy to be here today amongst my family and our community today. We have lived a unique, challenging, and beautiful journey since we started. I've been in awe, I've been inspired, and I've been motivated by you all. You've been tenacious change makers on campus who have persevered unprecedented times. You've taught me strength, you've taught me hope, and you've taught me what ambition to change the world is. You have proven that Smithies are resilient scholars and leaders who truly care and advocate for equity and justice, not only on campus, but in the world. I have no doubt in my heart that class of 2024 will change the world for the better, just like you have here on campus. I have learned so much from you, and for that, I am so grateful. A round of applause for class of 2024. And in the spirit of gratitude, I would be remiss if I did not dedicate time for those who, if it were not for them, I would not be here today. And you already know who I'm going to start with. Mami, Papa Poncho, muchas gracias. Los quiero muchísimo. Sin ustedes no podía estar yo aquí. Ustedes han sido mi orgullo, mi fuerza, mi razón y mi motivación. Y aunque no me salen las palabras ahorita un poquito chistosas, la verdad no hay suficientes palabras para expresar mi agradecimiento y mi amor por ustedes. A Brenda, a Alex, a John y a my hundreds of tías, abuelas y amistades, mil gracias. I couldn't have done this without you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your faith and for your support. I love you all. To my mentors and friends on campus, I will forever be grateful for your wisdom and your kindness. You have brought light to my life, and I will take it forever. And now, to all, and to class of 2024, congratulations, and I wish you the best in all your adventures to come. Without further ado, it's my pleasure to invite your class of 2024 President Hamzatu to the stage.
wonderful parents, brothers, sisters, grandparents, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests, good morning. To my fellow French speakers, bonjour. To my wonderful people back in Mali, Aunisoma. And to the fabulous class of 2024, congratulations, we made it! Yes! Woo! Yes! Woo! Yes! Oh my goodness, wow. I cannot believe it's been 4 years already. Huh? Feels just like yesterday when I was applying to college with a huge interest in computer science. I've gotten so many discouraging comments. Don't do it. You're not smart enough. You're never gonna make it. And my personal favorite, that's a man thing, huh? And you know the worst part about this? I believed this whole nonsense for some time, even after being admitted to Smith. Imposter syndrome is real, baby. You walk into your room and you feel like you're a total fraud, especially now that you're about to graduate. Looking for a job is hard, yeah? You're getting rejections from here and there. Some even ghost your application, making you think, what is my problem that I can't get anything? Am I not good enough? Even when I was told I had to give a commencement speech, I was like, me? Are you sure? What am I gonna say to support the class of 2024? But then I remembered, one thing I've learned through my journey at Smith is that sometimes support doesn't come from where you expect it from the most. It doesn't. It shows up at unexpected places, unexpected times, and offered by unexpected people. Support comes in a form of a conversation with a dining hall worker that lifts up your spirit. Right. Yes? A roommate who comes to your thesis presentation even though she's a theater major and doesn't know a thing about computer science. Right. Yeah? A manager who hands you a piece of chocolate that comes with a fortune saying, you are enough. That's what I found at Smith. Admission didn't make a mistake. You are here. We are all here because we are enough. We are more than enough. And no, we are not perfect. Look around. Our world is far from being perfect. I mean, just look around. The genocide happening in Palestine, the silent genocide in Congo, the massacre in Sudan. The massacre in Sudan and many parts of the world, the unjust judgment of our society, global warming, the unethical use of technology, racism, the Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, the homophobia, and all the hate crimes happening. Oh my goodness, there is chaos almost everywhere. And we may not have all the answers yet. But here's the secret. No matter how imperfect the world is, no matter how imperfect we all feel, with all the rejection we get, you didn't get a job yet? Or you did get a job but didn't get the one you wanted? It's okay, it's okay. No matter how tough and chaotic life seems, remember that we belong. Let me say that again. We belong. We belong to Smith, and we belong to the world. So when someone tries to take away your right, something as simple as your right to protest and speak your truth, when someone dares to question your worth, prove them wrong by claiming your space at the table. Yes? Woo! In the words of Risma Shodani, it's never been about whether we are qualified enough, smart enough, prepared enough. Because if you're here today, if I am here today, it's because we are enough. We're not the problem, it's them. Yes. I'm not the problem, it's the system, the political, cultural, and financial barriers that are designed to make us feel like we are the problem. I know this might sound cliche, but it never gets old. We can bring change. We have priceless work to do. Pay attention. Ask questions. Dare to ask questions during that conversation. Pay attention to that voice in the corner of the room, that conversation with a stranger, that fortune wrapped in a piece of chocolate. It might just change your perspective. It might just lift you up when you need it the most. There is beauty in the unnoticed moment, the unexpected connections. It is in those moments that we find support. As we say goodbye to undergrad life, it's okay to feel a mix of emotions, to feel sad, excited, scared, and even angry. We're leaving behind a great campus filled with memories and friends who we've become family with. The inspiring, wonderful, crazy, complicated family that we belong to. But remember, life is about both embracing joys and sorrows, finding beauty and support in unexpected places. So my extraordinary class of 2024. Wait, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Aha, this is what I'm talking about. Class of 2024. Let's go out and give back to the world with who we are. Because we are artists, we are scientists, we are researchers, we are activists and engineers. We are writers of novels and stories. We are computer scientists. We are more than enough because we are Smithies. We are the amazing class of 2024. Yay! Woo! Thank you.
Thank you, Hamsata. We now turn to the awarding of honorary degrees. By virtue of the authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, vested in the Board of Trustees of Smith College, and by them delegated to me, I now confer these honorary degrees and admit their recipients to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Provost and Dean of the Faculty, Michael Thurston.
Madam President, I have the honor to present María Luisa Arroyo Cruzado the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa.
María Luisa Arroyo Cruzado, Poet Laureate and intersectional feminist educator. From describing the horrors of a hurricane on impoverished nations to revealing society's fear of the other, your poetry illuminates the ways you see and make sense of a world that at times can feel chaotic and unwelcoming, yet also full of joy and magic. You once described yourself as a strong, highly passionate, multilingual Puerto Rican woman with intense Tigger energy and an insatiable joy for teaching and learning. To this list, we might add powerhouse and an inspiration and mentor to hundreds of writers, poets, and thinkers who seek your sage advice and wisdom while they chart their own creative journey. Your poetry and prose reflect the cultures and languages that make up your own life: American English, Puerto Rican Spanish, German, and Farsi. Born in Puerto Rico and raised in Western Massachusetts, you hold the distinction of being the first poet laureate of Springfield, bringing your passion for poetry to the public through readings, workshops, and events across the city. In recognition of your work, you received the New England Public Radio Arts and Humanities Award in 2019. Your writings, including Resistancia, Resilience, a collection of poems and essays, and the chapbook, Destierro Means More Than Exile, have been called riveting and revolutionary. In all of your work, you illuminate the intersection of race, culture, and identity, or, in your words, the constellation of my life. For your brave and honest poetry, as well as your dedication to nurturing other writers who seek to write the truth of their experiences, Smith College is proud to award you the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa.
Welcome, Smith College, class of 2024. I wrote this poem for you, which is inspired by Lucille Clifton's 1993 poem, Won't You Celebrate With Me? It is entitled, Today I Celebrate With You. Today, I, a first-generation student born in Manatí, Puerto Rico, and raised by foundry and factory workers in the north end of Springfield, Massachusetts, celebrate with you the kind of life each of you has shaped these past few years at Smith, where your liberal arts learning is limitless, where each of you has learned how to replace any fears with creative ingenuity, to bury uncertainty under the fierce blooming of your spirited awareness that you harness self-transformational powers with every course, lab, creative practice, with every fruitful interaction, friendship, with every necessary act of self-love, self-care, self-definition. Channel and name how you survived and thrived through the COVID-19 pandemic and online learning. Unapologetically share your kaleidoscopic core identities, for we are not and never will be too much. Own your brilliance. Reread any struggles and losses that hurt as opportunities to grow. Then let them go, for we know that so-called failures never define us. Identify and protect your unquestionable constellation of joys. Let them guide you. Let them remind you that your Smith education will usher you into your next phase of life and living with intelligent grace, and with the understanding that living life is not linear, but rather multidimensional. Here you have made lifelong friends, lifelong mentors. Here you have indelibly become a model for undergraduates whose lives you touched with your inimitable locomotion. Congratulations again, Smith College class of 2024. Gracias.
Madam President, I have the honor to present Ruth Carter the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Ruth E. Carter, Academy Award-winning costume designer. In a career that spans more than 3 decades, you have created some of the most iconic looks on film. From bringing Malcolm X to life through the zoot suits of yesteryear, to designing costumes for the blockbuster film franchise Black Panther, you have been described as the ultimate sartorial storyteller. Drawing on what you called the sacred geometry of Africa, that rich tapestry of crafts, textiles, and traditional garments worn by various indigenous tribes, your costumes are kaleidoscopes of intricate patterns, symbols, beadwork, fabrics, turbans, and an array of other accoutrements that convey the power, authority, and history of queens and kings, citizens, warriors, and superheroes. For your creative brilliance, you made history as the first Black woman to win 2 Academy Awards, the first in 2019 and the second last year, both for your exquisite costume designs for Black Panther and Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Clothing, you have said, creates the voice we want to project to the world without us even saying a word. Others have said that your artistry helps paint the story of the journey of African Americans in America, for amplifying the voices of marginalized communities and ensuring that their histories and cultures are reflected through costumes and clothing on the big screen. Smith College is proud to award you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Thank you. If someone were to ask me what would top winning 2 Oscars, I can officially say a doctorate from Smith College. am honored to be considered a Smithie. Let's hear it for the class of 2024. The Ivy is strong with you. When I was your age, I almost didn't graduate. At Hampton University, I was short credits and a few dollars shy of my rent, so I decided it was time to go. Before leaving campus, I stopped to say goodbye to my mentor, Linda Bolton Smith. Linda was a Smith woman. She would not say goodbye. Instead, she offered me a room in her house so I could graduate. She was an incredible example of a superhero that is a Black woman. Or should I say, she-ro? Linda showed me the discipline of being an artist and encouraged me to study not only my craft, but myself. She introduced me to Wole Soyinka, Alice Walker, Romare Bearden, and assured me that I could stand side by side with any of those great artists. She made me believe in myself in a way that my mom hoped my therapist could help me. By honoring my impact to the arts, you really honor Linda and yourselves. Growing up in Western Massachusetts, I'd come to the Five College area for summer classes. When I would see a Smith woman walk by, I could look at you in awe. Who is this forward-thinking, creative, independent, modern, feminist minded woman? You were gliding on air for me. Amazing, ethereal beings carrying an aura of empathy, intelligence, and confidence. I was a kid who had discovered her favorite shiro. The very essence of what inspires the threads in the Black Panther suit for Princess Shuri lives in you. Today's celebration can feel bittersweet when having to say farewell to a utopia such as Smith College. This special experience will serve to uplift you throughout your journey, from apple picking on Mountain Day to exchanging Sylvia Plath quotes on the steps of Nielsen, or Friday tea conversations about why all the Pride and Prejudice movie directors are male. To staying up all night in your house dissecting the fall of the patriarchy. This is the only place where you can dream up your own curriculum and choose to be fluent in Arabic, proficient in archery, and graduate with degrees in neuroscience and theater arts. You continue to prove that women can do it all. So when asked to give you advice, I thought, what advice can I give a Smith woman when she already has all the answers? Life is like a movie. It's filled with plot twists, unexpected turns, and plenty of drama. Before dialogue is uttered, costumes tell the story of the character, who we are, where we have been, and where we're going. The more nuanced the qualities of the character, the more unique the costume. When Marvel Studios called, I was coming from years of independent filmmaking. During production, I faced resistance from some who constantly reminded me about the Marvel way to create a superhero. The pressure was real and the stakes were high. My entire career experience was culminating on the work on Black Panther. We were reimagining beauty. We were empowering the female form. We were merging history and culture with technology through the lens of the African diaspora to create the Afro-future. I had to remind them, this is not the Lion King, people. Whatever path you have chosen, seek out the details that add color, pattern, and texture to your stories. Embrace your uniqueness and trust your voice. It is what led me to win Academy Awards twice. Each one of you has a voice that is uniquely your own, a voice that deserves to be explored, heard, celebrated, and amplified. Mansplaining has had its day. It's time for womensplaining. From the moment you decided to attend Smith College, you joined a long list of disruptors, cultivators, innovators, change makers, and artists. You're ready to make your mark alongside them. There are endless possibilities for a Smith graduate. Continue to be unapologetically yourselves, and in the words of Queen Ramonda, show them who you are. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Madam President, I have the honor to present Eartherin Cousin the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Eartherin Cousin, founder and CEO, Food Systems for the Future. Your concern for feeding the hungry was cultivated around your family's dinner table in Chicago. Food was at the center of our relationships, you once told an interviewer. There was always a seat at the table for those in need. That sense of responsibility has informed your work as a champion of developing a more equitable global food system. Whether serving as CEO of Feeding America, Executive Director of the United Nations World Food Program, or in your current role as Head of Food Systems for the Future, a nutrition investment fund, you have shared a consistent, urgent message. We have the power and the resources to solve world hunger and malnutrition, but we must be willing to work together to transform the world's food system. No single entity or organization can manage this monumental task alone. Your leadership has helped save lives from Haiti to New Orleans, and you have not stopped there. Your research and advocacy have gone beyond providing immediate food aid to developing policies and programs that help people build more just and sustainable food systems. Your lens is wide angle, taking in the ways that racism, sexism, climate change, war, and violence affect food production and distribution. Yours is also a hopeful view. Everybody understands the desire to feed their family, you once said. For your commitment to meeting fundamental human needs and your unwavering faith in a global greater good, Smith College is proud to award you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Phew. President Sarah Willie-LeBreton, Smith College faculty and staff, graduates of Smith College 2024, I thank you for this honorary degree. I am genuinely humbled and truly delighted to celebrate with you today and to now call myself a Smithy. As a woman privileged to serve not only my country, but the most vulnerable children and their families across the globe, I do thank you. I thank you for seeing the hungry, for seeing the suffering, and for caring about the work to bring hope, salvation, and even one day, an equitable opportunity for prosperity for every child, everywhere. I thank you for this honorary degree because access to nutritious food is the right of every child everywhere. Whether that child is born on the west side of the city of Chicago, USA, in the desert outside of Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, in a clinic in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, in a kibbutz in Tel Aviv, Israel, or in a windowless hospital in Rafah, Gaza. On this day, this joy-filled day, I bring you a sobering message. In 20 countries across the globe, conflict has driven 135 people to suffering from acute hunger and malnutrition. Global hunger and malnutrition will not end without global peace. Indeed, as I accept this honor, I beg of you, remember every hungry, vulnerable person innocently suffering deserves your caring. Don't allow the politics to position one hungry child or hungry mother against another. Smith class of 2024, your journey to this moment truly demands celebration, but also reflection and a certain measure of gratitude. The uniqueness of your shared experiences with other graduating classes across the country will be much examined, analyzed, and written about. Your ideas today matter to those in your circle. Seize the opportunity to evolve your ideas into action, which will matter to those without voice. Let me tell you a quick story. During my tenure as WFP Executive Director, I once rode alone on an elevator with a high-level government official. He was a friend. He asked me in that way those in positions of power do, often when confined in a small space for a short period. Earthrin, what's happening? I responded without hesitation, still feeding the babies, because that's what I do. He seemingly, without thinking, quickly retorted, "You know nobody gives a damn." Catching himself quickly as the doors of the elevator opened, he turned and smiled laughingly and said, "Just kidding, you know, right?" As the elevator doors closed, I knew his first words were his truth. As I reflected on the encounter, his words further strengthened my resolve to prove him and all the other naysayers wrong, to continue performing the work regardless of my title, position, or geography, the work to end hunger, to demonstrate to people that people indeed do care, and when necessary, to evangelize and convert more people, to care about ending hunger and malnutrition for every child everywhere. I resolved to change minds, to create a global public will in support of equitably changing our food system for human health and our environment, and to end hunger. To change our food system for our environmental health, and to change our food system to ensure that every actor across the food system, from the small farmer to the manufacturer to the grocery store operator, receives an equitable financial return for their work. And as a result of this change, that every mother everywhere has the access to the affordable, nutritious food required to feed her children. I have been told by many, too many, this goal will never be achieved. Yet, I stand before you today committed, hopeful, and unstoppable. Smith class of 2024, your degree is a big old powerful tool. The experience you have and will gain are powerful tools. The lessons you will continuously learn and the resulting wisdom you will achieve are all powerful tools. These tools equip you to do the things, to perform the work, to change things too many people or ignore or sadly don't care about, to change the things other people pray to accept as too difficult to change. Smith class of 2024, I close by saying, resolve to embrace the too hard to change things, ignore the naysayers, convert the possible, and build a posse of the like-minded. And let the words of Nelson Mandela serve as your mantra and your North Star. It always seems impossible until it is done. Let your passion be unstoppable, and let's get change done. Thank you.
Madam President, I have the honor to present Rita Roy the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Rita Roy, President and CEO, MasterCard Foundation. At 9 years old, you became fascinated by what you once called the multicultural wonderland of the United Nations. Coming from a diverse background yourself, your father was an Indian Hindu, your mother was a Chinese Buddhist, and you attended Catholic school, the UN's mission resonated with you. Years later, your dream of working at the UN came true. Now, as President and CEO of the MasterCard Foundation, one of the largest private foundations in the world, you're often the first person leaders from the UN, the World Bank, and USAID call on for your expertise in creating global development strategies. There's a good reason you're at the top of their call lists. In your role, you are uniting communities from Africa to Canada around a set of common goals, creating opportunities for dignified work, lifting up young people, and developing globally focused initiatives and policies that promote economic equality. For you, that means working alongside the people you're most committed to helping. Listening, some have said, is your superpower. Under your visionary leadership, the MasterCard Foundation has committed nearly $6 billion to financial inclusion, education, and employment programs that have improved the lives of more than 38 million families. There are opportunities all around us, you once said. We just need to make them visible and real, and give young people the tools to do the rest. For exemplifying what it truly means to be a global citizen, and for creating a world filled with opportunities for those who begin with few, Smith College is proud to award you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Good morning. Good morning. Trustees, President Sarah, faculty, and students, thank you for this honor. It is particularly moving because I so relate to the values that Smith holds dear. Audacity, agency, authenticity. To my fellow honorees, you are, without single doubt, exceptional, extraordinary. Thank you for changing the narratives which need to change by just being who you are. And thank you for sharing so much wisdom with all of us today. So class of 2024, I have a few words to share with you myself. First, believe, trust that you will thrive in this complex, challenging, but wonderful world. If you keep dreaming, stay curious, listen, see people for who they are without too much judgment. But most importantly of all, if you stay open to discovering who you really are through the ebbs and flows of life. We didn't arrive at this place by ourselves. We didn't come alone. We stand, and you stand, on the shoulders of giants, some of whom you heard speak just a moment ago. Generation after generation of women have benefited from the sweat, sacrifices, leadership, and courage of grandmothers, of mothers, who changed the trajectory of their lives, their careers, and accomplishments. That was true in my own family. My mother grew up in a time and at a place where few women had access to education. But her mother helped her at the age of 16 to leave home to train as a nurse. And when I was 16, my mother mortgaged our house, her only asset, so I could leave home to go to school. And like many others, I feel blessed to come from a lineage of strong women without whom I would not be here today. So I ask all of you to think about who matters in your life. It is so important that we celebrate grandmas, moms, sisters, daughters of Smith, who have had such a profound impact. If she were here today, I would say to Mom, this honor is yours. So I'm going to invite each of you, class of 24, to think of the person who sacrificed so you could be here today. And when I ask you the question, I want you to speak the name out loud. So class, who do you celebrate because you are graduating today? Who? Moms. Say it. Say their names. It sounds like you're ready. So I just want to close by saying, go forth to a world that's waiting to be renewed by your courage, your creativity, your compassion, and most importantly, your leadership. Go forth, and good luck.
The candidates for the Certificate of Study, Diploma in Interdisciplinary Studies and Global Studies, Master of Science, Master of Arts in Teaching, and Master of Fine Arts will stand and present themselves at this time.
Madam President, I have the honor to present these candidates and to certify on behalf of the faculty that they have fulfilled the requirements set by the college for their respective diplomas and degrees.
By virtue of the authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, vested in the Board of Trustees of Smith College, and by them delegated to me, I confer upon you, as the case may be, the Certificate of Study, Diploma in Interdisciplinary Studies and Global Studies, Master of Science, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Fine Arts, and admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Certificate of Study, Emily May Armstrong. Samantha Duckworth. Felicia Elizabeth Flores. Manazi Jitendra Gore. Virginia Machado Martin. Diploma in Interdisciplinary Studies, Julia Caterina Echt. Antonio Mayan Moreno. Viola Zuccheri. Alina Yoderum. Noor Aluda Zerelli. Master of Science, Caitlin Nicole Barton. Sarah Ann Virginia Chambers. Megan Elizabeth Evans. Dashelle Rose Gleisner. Andrew Michael Gonzalez. Jeline Gonzalez. Audrey Eliane Hain. Megan Home. Ellie Bryn Marcos. Alejandra Morales. Greta Jane O'Hara. Caitlin Picunta. Sorina Pisacano. Liner Suzanne Schultz. Master of Arts in Teaching, Gregory Baker. Timothy John Manujian. Bonnie Ward. Parker Drew Williams. Master of Fine Arts, Francesca Cataldo Barron. James Tanner Eccles. Gabrielle Revlock. Madeline Scher. Claire Trivax.
The candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science will stand and present themselves at this time.
Madam President, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science and to certify on behalf of the faculty that they have fulfilled the requirements set by the college for that degree.
By virtue of the authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts vested in the Board of Trustees of Smith College and by them delegated to me, I confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science and admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I lost my book. The candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts will stand and present themselves at this time.
Madam President, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and to certify on behalf of the faculty that they have fulfilled the requirements set by the college for that degree.
By virtue of the authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts vested in the Board of Trustees of Smith College and by them delegated to me, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts and admit you to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Ada Comstock Scholars. You should? Yeah, it's fine. Alia Alapsi. Carla Candido da Silva. Claire Estelle Marie Clusin. Jessica Ann Cox. Jessie Grasso. Anna Forbes Georgi. Arya Param Hum. Mia Huang. Rachel Libman. Asme Lishir. Andrea Victoria Marshun. Constance McDonough. Mira Neda Alcantara. Sarah Erin Roberts. Jillian Grace Schumann. Margaret Joanne Schwartz. Marissa P. Skinner. Albright House. Yaretsi Susette Castro. Diane Kiki Chen. Gabrielle Lourdes Coelho. Suleidi Mariel de la Cruz Paez. Kathleen Rose Duncan. Emma Geisinger Cutchins. Emma Lee Sadel. Ruby Shea. Noel Sean Trimbach. Julia Yu. Celeste Zeal. Baldwin House. Emma Agudelo. Laichun Lily Berkowitz. Anna Kristen. Maeve Eileen Florence Smith. Helena Grillo. Amy Ishimwe. Georgia Rose Schiffer. Roma Patel Taranto. Alana Nima Ward. Alexander Elijah Young. Capen House. Marta Alma Zovaite. Cooney Anderson. Hannah Cho. Kyla Fraser. Morgan Jolie Hatherill. Dakota Law. Yurika Nakagawa. Sachi Mei Nishikata. Tanya Novosolova. Hannah Otsuka. Pamela Marie Ramirez. Scarlett Ruby. Justine Wagaman. Chapin House. Sophia Isabel Cerda. Juye Chi. Vanessa Ellis. Gretchen Eleanor Hamill. Kay Horak. Hua Yi Tiun. Emmeline Virginia Kenny. Maggie Elizabeth Landis. Alexi Lily Maria Malecki. Phaedra Martin. Carolyn McDonald. Caroline Elizabeth Mary Pace. Magda Perret. Monique Namwinga Maimbo Powell. Sijia Chu. Caroline Rupert. Sharika Tasnim Shaila. Indigo Riley Sharp. Jadsika Sivaramshin. Sarah Jane Waring. Emma Whittemore. Mary Ellen Chasehouse. Shahirbano Ahmed. Allison Sarah Brand. Nicole Capozzi. Lilith Cole. Sophia Danani. Ruoline Gong. Annabelle Hendrickson. Hamsatu Alma Hamudu Maida. Grace Fippard, Annie Rafferty, Comstock House, Ananda Ahmed, Jacqueline Bollet, Quinn Shamblin, Dan V. Dow, Asiatu Heaven Diallo, Janaya Franco, Selena Crystal Garcia Rodriguez, Ava Simone Harper, Hayes Honora McGarry, Victoria Marie McGonigal, Maya Jane McGuire, Penelope Ha V. Fan, Lily Bravi Stevenson, Stephanie Vasquez, Amiel Rebecca Williams, Cushing House, Claire Adamczyk, Sirine Ben Ayed, Emma Bonnell, Diane Hernandez Huezo, Erin Grace Hume, Paige Allison Hume, Laura Kim, Ashley Nicole Linskold, Sarah McCabe, Nicole Angelica Papagiorgio, Erin Kathleen Quick, Sophia Hughes Barraclough Reynolds, Lorraine Maria Sanabria Babonis, Alexandra Sandoval, Cutter House, Mercy Awani, Molly Fish Fisher, Stephanie Amy Datterdy Garib, Maya Gary, Jordan Liebig, Esther Mujani, Harunjodi Munisami, Jackie Ochoa Acevedo, Jocelyn Rios Saldivar, Angelisa Rodriguez, Rachel Slater, Zahua Tien, Julia Y. Ting, Jingwen Jia, Helen Yu, Eleanor Duckett House, Farah Habdo, Lucy Brownstein, Ana Paula Duarte Montaño, Isabella Ford, Sarah Cam, Leah Elizabeth Marville, Allison Passberg, Sophie Reif, Mimi Tran, Andrea Sophia Weston, Emerson House, Miriam Abrams, Sarah Grace Allen. Grace Apodaca. Amanda Colby. Tulip Daboul. Amelia Ray Dolbear. Mia Antoinette Eisenberg. Catherine Emerson. Jaden Gerard. Inez Gomez Lagandara. Lydia Gustafson. Morana Lundquist. Sydney Alana Owens. Phoebe Clara Rack. Tori Shamlian. Maeve Tyler Perry. Maeve Tyler Penny. Elizabeth Van Arnhem. Ali Yamada. Friedman Apartments, Henshaw. Jesse Tsai. Xiao Tong Tao. Xing Xing Fong. Alyssa Marie Foley. Hannah Lazansky Kreutzer. Amber Liu. Abigail G. McElwraith. Abigail Ann Peirce. Bridget Provo. Betty Pu. Chi Chu. Xian Chong. Kersian Huan. Friedman Complex, Cromwell House. Cece Alanese. Xinwen Fan. Hebe Guo. Annika Hardy. Abigail Catherine Howe. Nyi Tu Win. Gabrielle Mariah Klema. Lisa Lee. Janesta Nyamboga. Mia Jane Pago. Jinghan Wong. Sophie Ann Weaver. Xian Hu Wei. Rebecca Wenzel Rideout. Friedman Complex. Decora House. Gladys Batista Salce. Rebecca Castro. Adiana Zerniak. Rachel Freeman. Elizabeth Helm. Alice Rose Lelyveld. Camila Maldonado Franco. Gloria Perales. Ana Denise Perez. Mai Tran. Aaliyah Vieira. Christine Wu. Friedman Complex Hashimi House. Kiara Alvarez. Paula Guay Suan. Georgia Faye Coates. Emma Celeste Gilbert Frank. Molly Gingras. Natalie Haycock. Margot Hearn. Catherine Eileen Keelan. Lila Fine Metcalf. Katie Pimentel. Hannah Schneider. Izzy Wade. Jade Wong. Izzy Jung.
Friedman Complex, Machado House. Bobby Aaliyah R.C. Mack. Caitlin Flores Beals. Caroline Mia Burke. Gabrielle Bushala. Kiera Amelia Collins Joseph. Madeline Kehoe. Sophia Serafina Marcantonio Riskin. Juno Shantz. Emma Silvera. Madison Swain. Yuchi Wong. Shelby Wilson. Claire Wapman. Friedman Complex, Nino Maya House. Madeline Grace Boyle. Mac Case. Caroline Grace Durr. Abby Ellis. Carly Lauren Guimon. Lucy Ann Helms. Nina Holland. Hannah Hutton. Avery Charlotte Kaplan. Mercer Crease. Ramey Liu. Rebecca Mills. Piper Thompson. Gardner House. Abigail Bada. Charlotte Grace Brunette. Emily Rose Jinsuk Buck. May Chauvin. Talia Claire Hobbs Chimino. Anjali Lucy Jones. Dana Noble. Leslie Osiris Ortiz Meza. Hadley Ott. Andrea Rivera. Lila Rudishauser. Lily Shannon. Aditi Batish Sharma. Kaylin Young. Molly Zello. Gillette House. Lisbeth Janice Arias. Wanbin Chen. Molly Friedman. Kaylin Rebecca Hooper. Audrey Sunji Kim. Elle Lapson. Claire Elizabeth Lynch. Dakota Mallon. Elvira Giishi Mancini. Tracy Okai. Sophia Laupa Pat. Gemma Monahan Polson. Elena Reed. Ava Elizabeth Silverman. Jessica E. Simon. Natalie Solis Gomez. Emily Swindell. Nicole Y. Teo. Martha Terry. Nina Patricia Velasco. Nina Felice Wattenberg. Hampshire House. Alexander Floyd Aji. Manar Mohammed Almazer. Nola Rose Carlson. M. Friedman. Yana Gilliman. Molly Rose Hart. Cushion Wang. Leah Claire Jacobs. Sophia Y. Lee. Adeline Lavelle. Binbin Liu. Aria Anna Martinelli. Jules Mount. Tao T. Tu Fan. Brianna Ray. Alexis Reyes. Casey Lynn Senator. Becca Smith. Catherine Marie Willis. Chloe Sarah Willison. Jinyi Zhang. Haven Wesley Houses. Tasha Adler. Catherine Janice Christinitis. Janeth Covarrubias Perez. Lily Sarah Dowell. Diana Flores Zamudio. Kyla Garcia McShane. Giselle O'Reilly Greenberg. Frenae Lambert. Kaylee Newbanks. Grace Raid. Anne Langer Rosenthal. Michelle Esmeralda Ruiz Fuentes. Haynes House. Lola Anaya. Kimberly Jacqueline Cruz. Jada Adriana Ficara Rodriguez. Danny Forte. Grayson Jones Hawthorne. Julian Hernandez. Meredith Donovan Jones. Phoebe Isabella Chinquette Colbert. Jillian Lahosky. Tanya Mahmood. Marie Matern. Tatum McKenna. Aileen Moreau. Margaret Mary Parks. Jamie Lee Rambin. Janice Salazar. Clara Stokes. Abby Warren. Asha Abdikafar Yassin. Hamdia Ahmed. Sena Amuzu. Alba Bryant. Emily Catherine Grantham. Jenny Huang. Najalise Lopez. Valerie Oliveras. Abby Paharsing. Hubbard House. Celine Apiden. Isabella Baird Double. Emily Hafkin. Bailey Abra Emmanuel Hightower. Abby Lamb. Moss Rapinski. Julie Sheridan. Sophia Solovsky. Anna Wilson. Jordan House. Stella Alphas. Genevieve Rose Arancio. Giovanna Arancio. Catherine Edna Alice Hilda Brunzos. Amelia M. Claremont. Coco Cornell. Isabella Pedrick D'Angelo. Anna Erickson. Tatum Olivia Galusky. Miranda Reiko Gibson. Sophia Roskelly Johnson. Abigail Morgan O'Meara. Jessie Ruffner. Susanna Maria Strauss. Olivia Rose Thornton. Ellie Zeal. King House. Josiane Fiore Albert Sandler. Alicia Chen. Abigail Elizabeth Fletcher. Lynn Flores. Alex Mannion Francisconi. Cami Furlong. Olivia Kimlon Go. Rowan Alice Siri Groom. Nina Hernandez. Emma Illig. Claire Lang McPherson. Elijah Miller. Maya Helena Huber Pemble. Anna Taylor. Abby Tenbrook. Elizabeth Munsell Walters. Alicia Janae Weaver. Callie Weidman. Cecilia Wheeler. Lamont House. Brianna Alexandra Bell. Jack Brandano. Lucy Brock. Katie Marion Johnston Cummings. Bridget Dia. Leah Harris. Lauralee Ng. Patricia Jean. M. Lawrence. Lucy Jane McCain. Paula Ogalde Carmona. Miranda Oliveras. Winter Tony Samuels. Hung Song. Brenda Sotelo. Nicole Andrea Tresvalles. Melanie Ray Trodeshow. Crystal Williams. Elaine Zhang. Lawrence House. Sharavi Bosnet Chetty. Sinran B. Natalie Fay. Daniel Friend. Noah Gittleman Egan. Jenhao Jian. Danny Gibran. Hannah Lee. Eileen Mara. Emily Marie Meschertson. Suchun Pang. Alyssa Jane Russell. Zuya Yang. Thea Yoon.
Morris House. Nicole Arends. Sarah Branch. Avery Cook. Kathleen Grace Green. Sophie Maya Jeffrey. Tai Young Kung. Mara Kathleen Kelly. Emily Wolcott Kish. Dawn Jane Lee. Joy Constance Mahoney. Helen Grace Marino. Aida Juliana Martinez. Megan Osmond. Catherine Rebhan. Rosemary Christina Termini. Abigail Kiefer Wilcox. Morrow House. Rosalind Mata Theo. Diana Bonamolo. Rada Paula Concilio. Francesca Araceli Menguito Diaz. Lucienne Cowherd Ducharme. Amen Jamal. Samara Klotz. Aston Michelle Lane. Tiffany Ashley Lynn. Kelly Lynch. Esmeralda Mexquititla Hernandez. Sophie Michelle Earhart Potts. Mastura Iman Izati Ritz. Amelia Hallam Simpson. Annalise Beth Slate. Eleanor Grant Sterner. Tenzin Sangay Tokme. Phoebe Helena Sagaris. Hen Lena Van Kampen. Northrop House. Emma Alexander Eitzman. Rhiannon Alice Brick. Christina Mingshui Gilya Chu. Anam Faiza Chowdhury. Isabel Ines Cruz. Hannah Isabella Danforth. Emma Dempsey Weiner. Vivian Parkin DeRosa. Celia May Duville Baudouin. Kiona Hernandez. Grace Peng Huang. Kaden May Christensen. Emma Ann Merchant. Romy Cantor Negrin. Eyomakun Oluyade. Willow Raven Parker. Nicole Keeley Reardon. Tessina Riju. Olivia Dunning Siebert. Vanessa Nicole Burgos Ramos. Ian Walter. Dominique Zeal. Park Annex. Mariam Gamal Ahmed. Nikki Love Dwina Milord. Julia Isabel Pedro. Salma Vargas. Park House. Dorothy Grace Addy. Leila Al-Ghamdi. Nandini Chakravorty. Fiamma Makepeace Cochran. Lily Grace Garcia. Helen Glover. Una Lulu Hollister Stanton. Robin Huang. Anna Livingston Huber. Margaret Ann Janowitz. Zerdali Jones. Jade Eugene Lee. Susana Lopez Campos. Caitlin Ann Reagan. Claire Mary Russell. Karen Shokovishi. Jillian Taylor Terry. Parsons Annex. Remy Amokamowo. Gracia Kasuku Baretti. Melissa Charles. Isabella Stephanie Davis. Leah Elizabeth Effinger. Sierra Fraser. Salema Amanyel Gebrigaragas. Kayla Graham. Perla Noella Ingabire. Brianna Michelle Mateo. Destiny Angela Smith. Jeremiah Brianna Smith. Parsons House. Jojo Azara. Laura Scales House. Danielle Mary Audrey Amparado. Lexi May Ballum. Gabrielle Alexis Beckman. Camille McNamee Crosset. Hannah DeRosier. Sarah Ann Ellis. Liliana Thea Fellows. Hannah Fowler. Brenda Gutierrez. Sydney Lauren Jacobs. Julia Elizabeth Cardos. Beata Marie Connect. Zoe Charlotte Kenninger. Janae Ladriere. Grace Leo. Rain Morris. Olivia Margaret Payev. Allison Olivia Sandoval. Ava Marine Sepeshi. Helen Ann Teeter. Layla Astor Wright. Ava Ruth Zollinger. Sessions House. Samantha Ann Ayuture. Jane Isabella Dawson. Emma Pauline Dunn. Emma Whitney Frank. Giovanna Bernadette Jaidev. Jay Joyner. Emily Elizabeth Judkins. Sophia Rose Kurtz. Eleanor River Kavanaugh Malik. Devin Juliana Moore. Fiona Catherine Moore Kish. Amelia Margaret Murphy. Sadie Elizabeth Reed O'Connell. Dia Nandini Seth. Lillian Josephine Strand. Genevieve Everhart Torrance. Nubia Ida Efiamawan Udo. Devin Kelly Winchester. Talbot House. Sarah Ellen Miller. River Wynn Moss. Megan O'Neill. Tenney House. Abigail Bowering. Bailey Butterworth. Maeve Eileen Kern Stanley. Louise Ruth Michelle. Yasmin Esther Horat. Tyler House. Megan Brennan. Mia Rose Cerami. Ula Frances Collins Axelson. Annie Ledbetter. Adeline Quinn Dwyer. Isabel McIntosh Elder. Nell Fisher. Catherine Rose Heyman. Amanda Yunwen Liu. Yifan Liu. Jane Wendy McLaughlin. Tegan Elizabeth McGuire. Natalie Elizabeth Morgan. Sue Tan Tarni. Zoe Mayer Gibbs Remiliotis. Elizabeth Layton Sachter. Helen Ruth Finnegar Scher. Madeline Brooke Soyster. Nora Ruth Sullivan. Tint Tara Hoon. Sophia Grace Trenneth. Dominique Paris Wander. Washburn House. Sophia Rose Hanna. Alexandra Margaret McLaughlin. Sammy Oster. Isabel Kelly Pansera. Annalisa Barbara Portuguese. Hallie Jane Richardson. Madison Forbes Spina. Zephyr Steiner. Isabel Margaret Thompson. Martha Wilson House. Isabella Rose Bruno. Sophia Melina Catanzaro. Jun Wending. Taryn Shea Garrity. Serena Aaronwald Giroux. Hannah Gong. Kira McKay. Erin Molly McQuillan. Victoria Partaki. Elizabeth May Peters. Haley Nicole Riddles. Clara Josephine Sorensen. Megan Hess Varnum. Taylor Lauren Wells. Mackenzie Ann White. Samaya Monique Wilson. Hua Long Xiu. Ziskind House. Justine Elizabeth Beals. Sonia Elizabeth Carroll. Emma Hamill Savello. Nisa Noor Chelmick. Mariam Habib. Ruby Hernandez. Xue Chi Jiang. Tilila Karina. Thatcher Lee. Roshi Lee. Nicolina Mendoza Sepulveda. Ivy Miller. Khadil Shawat. Melite Sok. Tu Tron. Chelsea Wang. Jean Yang Xu.
Seniors, I mean recent graduates. I was going to say, years from now, you may not remember all of this day. You might be preoccupied about unpacked items or imperfect goodbyes or nostalgically planning your first trip back to Northampton for a bubble tea. However, after hearing María Luisa Arroyo Cruzado, Ruth Carter, Etharian Cousins, Jill Lepore, Rita Roy, not to mention Hamsatu and Vanessa Nicole, I think you'll remember quite a bit. You will remember that your college degree was conferred at a time when it seemed the world was on fire. And you'll remember the professors and staff and mentors and housekeepers and fellow students and community members who huddled with you and will continue to in order to grapple with how to sound the alarm, tamp down the blaze, extinguish the suffering. You may remember that at times you felt alone in an epidemic of loneliness. You may remember that at times you felt overwhelmed in a crisis of anxiety. You may remember the grief and anger of these years, months, and days, both public and private. But you will also remember that you changed the tides, each in your unique ways. So most of all, I hope you remember some of the joy, not of getting lots of internships or admissions into your top choice graduate school, or, Hamsatu, it turns out, a job, but the kind that is earned by knowing you have interrogated convention, resisted simple answers, accepted your unique selves against a world that wants to compare and commodify you, but rather in the tradition of a Smith education beholding multiple truths at one time and not give in to the conventions of either or, but take the harder road of both and. Ross Gay reminds us that sorrow and joy depend on each other. They are not two distinct emotions that can be quarantined, but rather, he says, joy is an ember for our precursor to wild and unpredictable and transgressive solidarity, and that solidarity will incite further joy. My hunch is that joy, emerging from our common sorrow, will draw us together. In the words of former youth poet laureate Amanda Gorman in her poem, Hymn for the Hurting, may we not just ache, but act. May our supposed right to bear arms never blind our sight from shared harm. May we choose our children over chaos. May another innocent never be lost. Maybe there are hurts, our hearts shadowed and strange, but that can be just when everything can change. Go in peace.
The 146th Commencement Ceremony of Smith College is now concluded. Congratulations to our graduates.